I'm live now. Let's have a look now. Let's turn the volume up. Let's tighten this over a little bit. There we are. Yes, good morning. Saturday morning live with Johnny Boy from my own garden this morning. We just sit out in the digger, out the sun, just a moment, just see if we can get some live viewers in. Somebody will see this later on. So it's been a busy week, and I thought this morning I am not going to do. Hi John, how's it going, bud? I was going to do a live stream from the office or the studio this morning because it's just too nice, and plus I've got a lot to do in my own garden. So I just come here, sat in the digger this morning, just run over a few things with you this week, what I've actually been doing. Good morning Faisal, how are you, mate? So we've been on with a couple of projects, and one has a little problem apparently, and the other one's going absolutely fine, and all good. It's all coming together slowly. But I'm in my garden this morning. Now I'm going to turn the camera around. You'll be able to see. We're going to have a look in just a second. But over there is that Acer palmatum dissectum. Okay, watching from Greece on a beach, Al. Husband for hire. Mario Rizzi, good morning everyone. Mario says, Mario, that Acer palmatum we have had over 30 years, and it was 2 or 3 years old, I think, when we actually had it, and we had no choice. It had to be moved because it was stopping progress with this garden. It was just stopping progress fully. So I was hoping that I could keep all the soil around it and just dig a hole behind and then push it back with the soil around the root systems. It is without doubt the wrong time to do it. Definitely, it cannot be questioned at all. And but it had to be moved because it was just going to stop progress on this project. The other thing, of course, is that fence that you see behind me. Well, over in that side there, Steve Burrows, good morning, mate. How you doing? I have beat the horn a few times. How's it going? Richard Dowd's on here. Good to see you all, you guys. I'll go over there in a minute to be able to have a look. But the fence on the other side of the Acer palmatum was that we had all the way along there some bamboo. Okay, the bamboo was a problem. Not for us, but for the neighbour, okay? And the reason it was a problem for the neighbour, as you know, with bamboo, you have those rhizomes that track underneath the grass. Not very good at all. I mean, it can be a real problem. Claire and Paul are really nice, and we got Fred, our neighbour, over there, and he's having a problem where the bamboo was going underneath the shed. So we made the decision, well, Alison did, because she's the boss, to take it out. We've got a little bit left in that corner there, but what you will find is that if you have any roots that is left over anywhere, they will start growing again, and they will. So you need to get it all out. We've got a little bit left over there. I'm going to go over there and have a look. I'll be able to show you. Let me just see if I can turn the camera around. Let's have a look now. Let's turn the camera around. There we are. Let's have a little walk over here. I won't show the boss. She's over there. There she is. Over there. Sat there. Give us a wave. There she is, just watching things going on. So this is the fence here that we put up. We just covered up the feather edge fence. I just did it those battens. It's just softwood from B&Q, but it's kept its shape. But there's big gaps on there. So for me, I think the most important thing is, let me just turn the camera around now. The thing is, for me in my garden, it's the visuals, the things that are at eye level. And you can see over there where I put some more batten on that side. We never had the money to sort of spend on fencing panels going all the way around or creating that wall. But you can see we were following the ground level. Look how the ground level just shot down on that side. It must be about sort of 7 inches from one side to the other side. That's got to be sorted out. And for us, the budget should be going into, for me personally, into what we see at eye level. If I was to turf all this and make the walls look good, then it looks a good garden. The thing is, when we put the paving down and everything, the paving is just what we walk on a day-to-day basis. It's something that we actually take for granted. But this is my garden. Let me just see if I can extend the camera now on the tripod, and you can actually have a look on here. Let me just go around there. You can see the top of my head, which is quite shiny. There we are. There's the digger over here. Right, there's the house. There's Alison over there. got the dogs in the garden this morning, but let me just show you the tree now. I'll turn around again, you'll be able to see, and what we've done with the tree to try and keep it alive. There we are. I'll do another little video of this later on and probably get it on YouTube Shorts or YouTube. But what we've done, we've made this little sump here so the water can build up and gradually seep around the root systems. It seems to be all right. The leaves haven't curled. I think they may start going now, to be honest. I just don't know what we're going to do and whether we leave it in here. But it would be really nice to actually have this as a centerpiece for the garden on the back, and maybe even put a little raised bed around it a little bit higher. Okay, I don't know, we'll have to see. Let me just show you over this part of the garden, you'll be able to see. So we have, in our garden, we've got these railings that run all alongside this boundary wall right the way down over there. You can see there's a little footpath along the river Ebu, and it actually goes all the way up this side. John Allen says, all advice welcomed. I just excavated my large driveway down today, membrane down and 3-inch and down, line base down. Yeah, interesting, John. John, listen, mate, I'm always here to help. If you need any advice on anything, if I can offer some advice, I will. Let me just turn the camera around a moment. If there's anybody out there doing anything that need any help with any whatsoever, give us a call, drop us an email, info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk, or you can give me a call on 07795 595 994. I had a few beers last night. I'm absolutely worn out today. But look over. Oh yeah, let me just go back now. You'll be able to see. This is where I think I measured this once. I am Steve. I am working from home. It's about time you come up and had a cup of tea, mate. So if you look over there, all right, that goes all the way up there, these railings, and I think it's about 120 meters. We've got a really, really large plot. There is the footpath over there. You can see the footpath. It runs alongside the river. We've got a great view of the river, certainly in the winter, but I'll show you something now. This little area, this little shrubbery just here was where I was actually bit by a snake. Yeah, absolutely. Just through there. Let me turn the camera around there now so you can actually see. Just in that shrubbery just behind me over there, that's where we normally have a good view. And that all those sort of buddleia are normally down. I take them all down. But I ain't going to go in there now unless I have a strimmer, because the last time I went in there, I actually got bit by an adder. Be careful if you are a landscaper or working in the garden and walking the dogs, wherever you're going. This time of the year, there are lots of adders around, so just be very, very careful. Just want to show you, I'm going to stay on screen in a moment. It's not funny. So if we look here, this is the paving that we're taking up. These were Marshall's Midnight Blue slate, Welsh slate, so they've got to go. What's your views on that midnight slate, that slate? Can I sell it? Can I get rid of it? I don't want to just bin it, do I? Do I give it away or what? I don't know. But look, just have a look from this part of the garden. You can actually see, look at this rose, this rambling rose. Look at that. There's no way we were going to compromise that. Absolutely beautiful. We've had that for a few years. And that the holly, after all these years, decided to start growing now, believe it or not. And we've got this over here. This is the hydrangea animala petiolaris. Look at the flower on that. Absolutely beautiful. And again, you can see this is the log store area over here. And let me just show you what Alison's doing here now. And I'm going to take you around here and we'll go back into the garden. Yeah, I apologise for last week not being able to do the live stream, but I was out and about running around like everybody else. We've got this little cloud tree in here. She's planted some lettuce and some radish. We've changed the configuration of the raised beds in this garden because I couldn't get through the gateway. So we've got the raised beds going that way. We've got an empty pot now because that's what the cloud tree was in. It was struggling, but now it's starting to come back now. And of course, she's got everything going on here. Fennel, thyme, rosemary, basil. It's all going on. Look at it. Beautiful little space this is. And she's just left that gone like that now. And it looks good. Stunning. Log store. We've got the other Acer here, which really works well. And she's planted these. Look at that little bee there on that. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. And we've got some GMs over here. These GMs have really come on well. And when you're looking at these from a distance, that little splash of colour makes a fantastic appearance to this area. We've got some aquilesias going on there and some grasses. Just going to go back round here. This is not about me this morning, okay? I just want to say this is not about me. This is about you. This is about your channel. This is your channel that you're growing with me, and I want to show you what I'm doing, and hopefully from this garden you'll be able to see how I'm going about it. So when we look over here, let me turn the camera around at this side over here. We have, there we are, well, my little dog is there now. We think we're going to put, well, we don't think, we know, we're going to have a paved area on this side, and it's going to have a curvaceous shape on the front, and it's going to integrate with not too much of a lawned area, because we don't want too much lawn. And then over in the corner, there she is. Morning. Have you anything to say about your garden? What's going to happen in the future? No, we're going to do something with it, aren't we? Just say, name some of the things elements that we're going to have in the garden. Lawn. Yeah, dining. So what's going in that little dining area? A kitchen area, yeah. And what do you want in the kitchen area? Though you moan a, yeah, there we are. And yeah, but you don't just want you. That's right. We'll have to get some boards on there. Sorry. It's okay. So, and we're gonna have like a little fridge in there as well, a little kitchen area, and yeah. So it should be simple to do, shouldn't it? And on the floor, what sort of, we can have we can have that Moroccan style paving on the floor, aren't we? There we are. I've put her on the picture there. Hey, there we are. Dogs are over there. Found the dog next door. Look, this is what's happened over here. Let me just show you now. When we've pulled the bamboo up, it's actually pulled through. Just gone back over here. It's actually pulled the fence. It's safe at the moment, but we're gonna have to do something this for our neighbour. Get that sorted out. Broke the fence panels there a little bit. We just couldn't help it. But you can see the rhizomes here underneath the fence. Not good at all. Let's have a look. Can't pull that out. We're gonna have to try and get that out some way, because it's just not fair. And we've got a big lump of it in the corner. May change the bucket, but don't want to get too near the fence there. But that's going to have to come out at some point as well. Mario says, how many dogs, John? Looks like you're running kennels. No, we're not running kennels. These are the dogs. That's the mother and the two pups. And this is Rocco. There we are. That's Rocco. You won't stroke him in a hurry. But yeah, so this area here, let me just jump up over here. Just go back round. This is where we turn the camera around now. So this area here, we're going to have maybe that Moroccan style paving here, and then just a countertop sweeping round, maybe a planter on the back. But more, what I'm really concerned about is what we see at eye level. I was thinking the same. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it's how we cover that and how we make that look good. We had a lot of privacy before with the bamboo. It's just not fair on the neighbours there. So over this part, kitchen area, okay, paved area, worktop going round, a couple of units, maybe a little pizza oven, something over there, little raised bed going round here, and then it's that backdrop, the vista, the focal point when you initially walk into the garden. That's the thing that people see. They're not looking at the ground, so we're going to have to make a real showcase of that part, and obviously do something with here again, because we had trees and bamboo come around here, and you can see what it's done to that Acer Grisium, the paper bark maple. Look at that. Let me just show you this now. There we are, that's the paper bark maple. Beautiful tree, but you can see where the bamboo is growing into it, and it's lost its shape. So we want to try and keep that. I don't want to get rid of it. It's a well-established tree, which is a bit frustrating. And we've got the spirea there. But so kitchen area over there. Andy says some sort of vertical planting system. Yeah, absolutely, Andy. Let me just turn around. Fantastic idea. Yeah, a vertical planting system. Maybe some trellis work, you know. And I suppose the question is that, can we do it at a cost that's affordable but still have that impact, that effect that we're actually looking for? Because we intend to sell. We're not going to stay here forever. We've been here 18 years, it's going on 19 years next year, so when we get to the new year. So we really want to make really leave a showcase that when somebody comes in, if they do buy this garden, they're going to enjoy the garden, and they're going to look at it and think, we don't want to change this. This is perfect for us. And it's the investment that we put into the gardens that make the difference. Okay, they make a massive difference for so many reasons. It's a place, people are using gardens more and more since COVID now. They are going on holiday now, but also they know that they can make the use of their garden in different ways, with jacuzzis and the hot tubs and planting pockets and trees and areas for the kids and culinary areas that we can cook in as well. So we really want to make an impact. Cooking area, little area, maybe, this is what I'm thinking, maybe a little floating seat, okay, with oak on the top as a seat, but a floating seat on a cantilever effect, so you actually don't, and you can see it's all clear underneath, and that would be good, and just bring the paving underneath it a little bit. And then obviously on this side, we have actually seen a gazebo that we'd like to use, but there's a compromise with the gazebo, isn't there? If it's a total covered roof, you know, it blocks the sun out, and if you're a bit of a sun worshipper, that's not good. But on the other hand is that what it does, if it's got a covered roof, it allows us to get out in those inclement weather conditions and still enjoy the garden. So we're gonna have something along there again, but look at the length of that fence all the way along. We've got to try and cover that up at some point. We've got a good plot on here, and when we look up from that side of the corner, when we come into the garden there, look at over there, it's a great little spot. Steve says, having trouble with the phone, we'll have to watch a little later. No worries, Steve, stay in touch. I have come past this week and beeped the horn a few times. Well, there you are, that's my garden, that's where we are this morning, and a bit of a difference with a live feed this morning, and sorry about last week, but it is going to get better and better, and if it doesn't, we'll improve. We promise we will improve. Don't forget, mind, if you are out and about this weekend, whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, make sure that you send me some pictures. The number is 07795 595 994. Do you know, it's funny, last week when I missed the live stream, I was absolutely gutted that I missed it, and I want to keep you guys updated all the time. There's a few videos to come soon, a few longer vlogs, longer content, simply because we're getting to the end of those projects at the moment. I'll be sharing some pictures on social media as well. So if anybody needs any help with anything, don't forget to contact me, drop me an email, info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk, or just give us a ring, 07795 595 994, and just WhatsApp me what you're doing. Right, have a great weekend, make use of it. I'm going to make use of this weekend. I'm going to go and have a shower now. We're going to go out for a meal. See you later. Have a great weekend.